Hello, my late night lovelies. Do you believe in the paranormal? Messages from the great beyond? Haunted houses? Well, if you do, you're in luck. And if you don't, stick around, because after this episode, you just might believe.
We are right over here, Paul. I am just going to mark you really fast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just there. Have a good show.
Thank you.
Hi, Paul. Miss Tam. You met her Saturday.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
How are you?
Thank you for the chance to be here.
So glad you came. Oh,
Thank you.
Alicia.
Yes, ma'am.
My cheat sheet. Paranormal. I have had the worst time saying paranormal, Paul, since I saw you Saturday night. I've been like, I don't know if I'm getting my P or my big lips are getting in the way. No, but I'm trying to say paranormal Paul.
Should I just change my name? Maybe I could say something. Maybe I could change it to something a little bit more,
we're good.
easy to pronounce.
No, I just want to tell you thank you so much for taking me on the walking tour of downtown, the ghost walking tour. I had a lot of fun. It was a little bit scary, but not too bad.
Oh, good. I tried to keep it manageable for you without terrifying you and having you run away screaming.
Nobody wants to terrify.
Yes.
What the viewers want to know, and I really want to know, is what is the scariest experience you had, like, doing this? Like, really, what ghost jumped out and just, like, scared the mess out of you?
Does it have to be on our tour, or is it somewhere?
The tour that you and I took.
This used to be so many different things. Now, even back then, it was well known for paranormal happenings. See, back in the day, they used these things called rotary phones.
I'm old enough to remember, don't worry.
I don't know, you're so young.
Tell me more.
Yes. So they used the rotary phones and they would unplug them at the end of the night. But the phones still kept ringing even though they were unplugged. All these things happened, and these are paranormal happenings 60 years ago, 70 years ago.
I think it's happened since the dawn of time.
Yes.
And we're just now, our technology is catching up with it, and we can actually capture stuff. Who knows, in 20, 25 more years, we could actually be having conversations with ghosts.
Through the future.
Yes, through electronics. We don't know.
Yeah.
Huh?
So before I tell you this next part, I want to apologize because of the fact that you don't want to be creeped out, you don't want to be scared. But then again, this is probably a very bad spot for me to tell this.
Shut up, tell me. I'm like, it's freaking me out.
So right above our heads are these old rafters right here. And so there have been rumors that a man hung himself.
What?
From these very
From this rafter I'm under?
From this rafter that you're on.
Shut up. Change faces with me right now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Okay.
So I look good.
Nope, he actually hung himself from right there.
Just hanging there. So I'm right in his face.
So you've actually moved down to where he actually hung himself.
I know he didn't just put me where these feet would be.
And this is something that has been known for decades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you know why? I don't like that.
No, he was despondent. He was at the end of his rope.
Anytime can be Tam Time when you download the free Tam Time app. Right now we're sitting in a booth.
It's a beautiful
booth. It came from Miami, Florida. It came from the Frank Sinatra Theater there.
This was Frank Sinatra?
This was in the Frank Sinatra Theater. So do you feel any type of energy from this? I mean, a lot of famous people could have sat here. He could have sat here. It came from his theater. Mm-hmm. So do you feel anything from the...
I feel very comfortable.
I feel comfortable too. I feel like I just want to have a martini and kick back.
Yes, exactly.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, because I mean, I get to hang out with you, we get to talk, we get, but I just feel very comfortable. It's nice and comfy, it's very beautiful, and it has that air of class. I mean, Frank Sinatra had class.
I'm going to tell you, because if Tam Time's not anything, it's definitely classy.
Yes, exactly.
We keep it classy here at Tam Time.
Yes.
Only the best for you, Paul.
Yes. I want to sit in Frank Sinatra's, booth. That's what I insist upon.
Do you?
No, not really.
Is that what your contract says?
Yes, that's my contract. I mean...
Why? Why did you choose to do walking ghost tours? What led you to that point where you said, I want to walk and scare people to death?
So, one of my favorite things is traveling around with my wife. We go to all these different places, such as New Orleans, San Francisco, Chicago, and Canada. And so one of the things that all these places have in common is they have ghost tours. And you learn the history of these places. You learn what happened at these locations. You see incredible architecture. You see all these different experiences. And so when I was with the paranormal investigation team, we spent so many different times down Harrison Avenue at different locations, and we always seem to have some kind of activity happen. So I actually met with this lady named Beverly, and we came up with the idea that, hey, look, we have to put together this tour. And so she had some fantastic ideas, and we met with her, you think this is awesome, we need to put together a tour. And so she put together the tours in Charleston, different places like passing on the scene, and so we took all the good things from these other tours, and we just let them come into our tour.
I can't do this.
So, as I told you before, I am a terrible investigator because I get scared. And so one of the, probably the scariest place that I had been, for some reason that night, everything went crazy.
This is my friend, Alicia Simmons Miracle. Tonight, she and I are going to go ghost hunting at the Russ house in Marianna, Florida. Okay. Y'all know I don't like haunted houses. For real. I'm positive I'm scared.
Nothing to be scared of this house. Okay, me, it's all up here. If you're strong in the head, then whatever's trying to get in your head, it's not going to get in your head.
Don't tell me that.
You're going to find somebody else that's a little bit weaker than you are to try to get in.
You gotta be mentally strong for this.
Right.
Because I gotta pray before I go inside. I'm going to pray. Dear God, we're going in this house. If the ghost gotta get anybody, please let them get Alicia. Tam. Amen. I'm a Buddhist, so let them get Alicia. Please let them get Alicia. Don't let them get me. See, that's negative already. I am not now or about to sit on a couch that's been in a haunted house for over 100 years. And it's very cold. It's cold over here. So cold. Where is it? Here, and it's not here. Where I'm sitting is warm compared to between us. She's here. This house is definitely haunted. She wants to say something. She wants us to know she's here. And I don't pick up. I'm not like I don't tap into all this kind of stuff ever because I've never done it. But something just crossed. Something a cool just crossed in front of us too. Did you feel that?
The paranormal universe will make you so damn hungry.
I don't know why, but I just feel like crying. She's like so sad right now. It's like I can't hold back the emotion.
Or is a ghost possessing my body?
And I don't know,
I just feel like being silent for a minute. Just being silent. I don't know why I'm crying.
It's really hard to breathe.
That's okay, we want to see that.
It's really hard to breathe over here right now.
You want to get up?
No, yeah, I think I do. It's really hard to breathe here.
Okay, Russ, where do you go?
Wow. Want more Tam Time? Who doesn't? We have an app for that. Do you want full episodes, behind the scene clips? How does Tam get all this into all that? You can see that on the app. Download it now.
Behind her scenes.
You get different feelings whenever you go into these places. You pick up on the energy. Same as if you were to go visit a friend's house. You know how when you walk into, your friend's house, you feel inviting, you sit down on the couch, you relax with them, you feel welcome. Well, that's the same place with locations. Sometimes you go in, you feel welcome, you feel good, you feel okay. And then there's sometimes where you go into a place that you just do not feel like you should be there.
Yeah, I felt kind of uneasy in some of the places you took me.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one place you said the man hung himself and you like put me right under where his feet would be. Like I felt that made me really uncomfortable.
Intense energy like that leaves an impression. Just like on a record, if you were to scratch a record on a record player, it leaves an impression.
What?
And so that's the same thing with energy. This is the most important thing about spirits, ghosts, energy, everything. It all comes down to a story to tell. And one of my passions is telling the story. That's why I love doing the Haunted Walking Tour, is because you're telling these people's story. You're telling what happened to them. A lot of people, they want to learn about spirits. They want to go on these ghost hunts. They want to do all this. But, sometimes if you've got a lot of energy, you attract. And you can get an attachment. It is possible.
The prankster upstairs, him and I have, it's a real tight bond. And he speaks to me in my head.
More popcorn or should I be done popcorn?
People ask questions, I can hear the answer in my head before he indicates it on our equipment. Down here, women or men really aren't allowed. Up there, women are allowed, but he makes fun of you guys and doesn't let you speak.
Oh, nice. Just like every other man in my life. Yeah. That's the 2019 and nothing has changed.
Once we go back upstairs and walk through the house one time, what I want to do is bring the rest of the girls with you guys back down here. Bring some of the equipment down here and let them do their thing. Okay? And then once you guys get done up here, we'll see if we can get the prankster to come out upstairs.
Huh? I don't know about that. I don't know about the prank for that. That kind of just made my heart skip a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was really scared.
I was.
I was honestly really scared. And I know you say we shouldn't be scared. What ghosts have you encountered in there, and do you know their names?
Well, we have the prankster upstairs, and we have Miss Woolley downstairs, and then we have several other spirits that show up every now and then, but the other two are very consistent. We have names we use for them. We call one Rosie, and because every time she makes an appearance, she smells like roses. Mm-hmm. And then we have another one called Lavender, because when she shows up, you can smell lavender.
Now, Paul, can you tell us what types of ghosts there are?
So, whenever we talked downtown, it was, there's primarily two types of haunting. Ooh. So you've got residual, and then you've got your intelligent hauntings. Now, there are certain subcategories, and there's a million different other possibilities. When you go into poltergeist, you go into, non-human spirits. The list goes on. There's a deep rabbit hole that I'm not going to take you down.
Well, before you say this, any haunting I get is going to be a call to, woo, girl haunting. Because it's going to scare me.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So every haunting is an ooh girl haunting.
Yeah, for me especially.
Yeah,
No, girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and like I said, I am a terrible paranormal investigator, and Tracy can tell you because I get very scared. So this building right here has been many different things. And even back then, it was actually well known for weird things happening. People would hear their name called. People would hear voices, see things move out of the corner of their eyes. All part of this building. This building has been a million different things, and it still holds that history. Now, like I've told you before, we've done investigations, and you pick up on certain things electronically, but it's the real world first-hand experiences that are really the most interesting part.
Absolutely.
And so that's why we do the interviews with the people, because we want to know, what are you experiencing? When are you experiencing it? Because paranormal happenings happen at so many different times.
By myself.
One of my favorite things that have happened to them, and I'm sure it's not one of their favorites, but was they were sitting at these tables right over there. They closed up for the night. Harrison Avenue is very quiet. Nothing really going on. They were just having a beer outside, relaxing after a long, hard day. And the wife looks up, looks in the window, sees a lady in white walking inside the restaurant.
I'll get my popcorn with that. Okay.
Which is very unnerving.
But yeah.
Now, she automatically assumed that her husband had locked the doors and that there was somebody still in there, perhaps in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
Or in the back. And so she got upset with him. You lock somebody in the door, you need to go let her out, tell her we're closed. So he gets up from his beer, he goes, unlocks, and walks back in to tell this supposed customer that, sorry, we're closed for the night, you need to leave. Problem is he goes back in there, there's no woman in white, there's no woman that it looks like has ever even been there.
Oh, no.
He checked the entire restaurant, the bathrooms, the kitchen, everything, and he could find nothing. No evidence of anything.
In the obituaries.
But they saw somebody, so who was it?
I'm scared.
Yes.
I want to know. Do you think that any of this energy or these spirits have ever followed you to your house, or followed you home, or followed you to work, or followed you anywhere?
That is actually another fantastic question. We did a night tour, a ghost hunt in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and took us into this cemetery. And took us on a tour of all this, and you could just feel you weren't wanted there. And so ever since we walked out the gates of the cemetery, I had this weird feeling that something was following us.
But that bitch crazy.
I couldn't see anything, but I felt the energy. I felt that it was this person, and he was not happy that we were bothering. But when you go on an investigation or you go to these places, you have to be firm and go, hey, look, you know, if there's anything here, you're not allowed to come with me. You have to be firm. You have to be confident.
But do they really listen to you?
Yes.
I mean, they're ghosts. You're scaring people. They're going to listen to that?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're confident, because keep in mind, ghosts, you know, they were people.
Why your mama ain't never teach you nothing?
Say somebody comes to your door, knocks on your door, and they say, hey, can I come in? And you go, no, you need to leave. Most of the time, they're going to leave.
But you think ghosts, dude, I have so many exes I've told to leave me alone, and they're still haunting me, and they're not even dead yet. So you just...
That I can't help.
I wish you could. That's fair. Christ compels you. But...
Throw some holy water on it.
I'm trying to do something. Well, Paul, thank you so much for coming and talking to me tonight. I really appreciate it again.
Well, thank you for having me in Frank Sinatra's booth. I actually just love being here.
Only the best for you, Paranormal Paul. I got it right. Did you hear me? Oh my gosh! Woo! Finally!
I am very impressed.
I put the putt in paranormal.
Yes, you do. Very much so. Well, thank you so much. Oh, no.
My vodka went down the wrong way. Thank you, Paul. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hi, this is Susan. She's the co-founder, and she sets up all the meetings, everything. She does everything. This is Kenny. Kenny's the team's historian. And next to Kenny is Kim, Kenny's wife. She's an investigator, and Dee's the team's photographer. I'm investigator, and Kenny's investigator too. Something's up.
Ghosts in the basement.
Whatever you guys are in charge.
Oh no, we're not in charge.
Are we safe here? Hi, my late night lovelies. Thank you for tuning in to Tam Time tonight. That made my nerves so bad. I was scared to death. Tune in next week and see if me and Alicia make it out of the haunted house alive. Or will you see us in the obituaries? See you next week on Tam Time. Woo! Woo! Hi, my late night lovelies. I'm so glad you tuned in to Tam Time tonight. It's part 2 of the paranormal, the ghosts, the ghouls, and the chicken soup. I don't know if I can stand it. Stay tuned to see if we all make it out alive. Shit, look, okay, so I've got to go to this Russ house, and you know I'm scared to death of haunted house. I cannot go and be haunted. You got to go with me, like for real, like no joke.
I wish I could say I ain't afraid of no ghosts, but that would be a lie.
They if we go together, there's like safety in numbers. Just me and you, girl, Delma Louise.
When do we have to go?
I think it's like a Saturday. They're gonna give us the whole tour. They're gonna set up their equipment, the beepers and the squeakers, and let us know if the ghosts are there. But I cannot do it alone. Like
Are these people gonna be wearing like Ghostbuster outfits?
No, I don't know what you wear to see a ghost. I'm just gonna wear some black clothes. I blend in the wall in case when a ghost comes by me, in case they try to see me, I'm just gonna blend into the wall in a black outfit.
But it's like paranormal, so they can see whatever. They can see you.
I mean, look, how crazy are these people anyway? These people like hunt ghosts for a living. They're like
What do you mean hunt ghosts?
They hunt them. Girl, they try to find ghosts. They hunt them up, chase them. They try to find like proof of ghosts.
Should we bring weapons?
Girl, they're ghosts. How you gonna kill a ghost or be dead?
I'm just saying, like.
All I know is I'm supposed to go in, meet some ghosts, say hi, try to talk to them, and then come home.
So you know what? Let's see all the X's. Let's ask them to show us all the ways.
All the exits. I'm down. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Take her around. Did you show them up there in the hallway all the old stuff in the cabinet?
Yes.
So it's a little freaky, a little weird.
I got some questions. when they communicate with you, you know it.
Mm.
Like, I don't even think we needed the REM pods and the electrical stuff because we knew they were there. Like, you could feel them.
Yeah,
You could
especially
feel.
like downstairs in the room where the parties went on. You can definitely feel the energy that was down there. I was curious about the recorders. Like that night after we left, did y'all hear anything on the recorders? Like when you went back to check it all out?
I did hear some stuff on the recorders.
At some point, it was something going on by the elevator.
Yes, a big boom that you said you had never heard before. That you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. We still don't know what that is. So we have various cameras. This is an infrared night vision camera. This is an EDI, basically an all-in-one. It has a geophone in it that we set on the floor and it picks up footsteps. It has a temperature sensor on there. When the temperature drops real fast, it gives us an alarm. And it has an EMF reader on it. Most of our devices are based on the notion that spirits emit an electromagnetic field. So most of our devices pick up that EMF field. And these are our recorders that we use for electronic voice phenomenon, real sensitive. That's called a REM pod. And what it does, pull up the antenna and it emits an EMF field around the machine. And we ask the spirit to basically break the bubble and use this as a communication device for us. We have one particular spirit up here that loves using it. When he's around, he'll do shave and haircut 2 bits. He'll play it on that.
I will tell you the thing that really kind of unnerved me at the rest house is when I said I smell something like an animal or a horse, or I kept smelling something really like an animal, like a musky smell.
Yeah.
At first I thought it might have been like a person did, but it was really animal smell.
Is that a horse I smell?
And then you showed me the picture of the man with the donkey. So I don't know if the donkey came in and out of those doors right there where I was sitting by, but when you showed me the picture of the donkey, it kind of like, whoa. It really was like, whoa.
We believe that the prankster is that gentleman. We're pretty sure.
You're pretty sure?
Yeah.
He won't actually confirm. We've asked, he won't actually say, yeah, that's.
Well, hopefully one day he'll say yes. Like,
I'm leaving.
what do you, Alicia, what are your thoughts on residual hauntings and intelligent? I guess I'm a non-intelligent haunting. Hold on. I'm an intelligent haunting because what do you think? They're stuck here, or do you think that's their energy impression?
You asking me like
I'm asking. No, I just want to know, just what do you think? What's your opinion on it?
my opinion. Well, I mean, to hear it sounds like a non-intelligent haunting is something of a traumatic situation of that person dying. And leaving an impression because it was so sudden that they have unfinished business.
See,
They want to stay in the living world.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If they finish this business, will they move? Will that energy disperse and finally go where it's supposed to go?
And that's one of the big questions. That'll always be the big question.
Well, I want to know. I want to know now. I want to know in Tam Time, and I want the answer. So, talk. What's the answer?
You'd be really, really amazed of the stuff you can hear up here. From people walking up the steps, you can hear music sometimes downstairs. But you gotta be really, really, really quiet. You gotta listen hard. When the prankster, if the prankster comes out, like I said, he'll let me know when he's here, and he'll let everybody know he's here. What he usually does is he'll take usually the REM pod or one of these other devices that makes noise, and he'll do shave and a haircut. You know the song Shaving a Haircut in 2 Bits? Yeah, he plays that on one of these.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So now you'll hear me walk around because I'm always walking, I'm always trying to feel, so on and so forth. So we're going to turn off the lights. Like I said, just relax, just calm down. It's going to take a little bit. So we're ready. Did you open the closet door, Kim, by chance?
Do you live in the closet?
It comes from that direction.
They set me right by the door where the daggone spirit comes in. Oh, you want to change seats with me?
No, you're fine, girl. Just stay right there. Ciao.
Just give it a minute, just listen. There's somebody down here in this back stairs. Take them two down those stairs right there. Just have them stand right here in this, just right here against the railing. And just have them listen. See what you get.
You go first on this one, lady.
I'm telling you, there's somebody back there having a conversation.
Follows the name that we see.
If you are, I can't hear you. I know you're trying to say something. You're going back to speak.
Smell it.
Just as plain as day.
I can hear something just now.
Just as plain as day.
Huh?
Yeah, just let it know you're talking to somebody, not having back and forth.
Yeah.
What's that one? Definitely food.
If you are, I can't hear you. I know you're trying to say something. You're going back to speak.
Smell.
Who on the stairs?
Something fried.
Dan?
Do you make it smell like a flower smell?
Is this Rosie? Is this Lavender?
Chill down my back.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna have to speak louder if you're trying to say something.
Sweet type of food.
Oh my God, salty. Salty.
Some type of food. What's that smell? Chicken?
Mm-hmm. That's all I'm smelling like chicken broth.
Salmonella?
Like fried chicken. Like fried chicken, right?
Don't smell like a broth, like a...
Maybe some chicken, something chickeny. Definitely food.
Are you cooking something? Are you cooking chicken?
Did you have a squeak? Okay.
I got a real chill when I stepped over here. I got a real chill.
So have you encountered spirits that have a story to tell? Like Paul says, every spirit has a story to tell. Have you encountered a spirit where you've heard their story and made it possible for them to move on?
Yes.
So you have?
Yes.
Do they ever tell you where they move on to? Or are they just they're at peace now?
I don't think they're capable of telling you what's on the other side of the veil. I think that if you're a God-fearing person, it's forbidden for an angel or a spirit to tell you what it's like on the other side. That's my belief.
I wish they could, because if they could, people would probably be a little better.
I actually think it'd be worse. I mean, yeah, I really do. Because if you knew that regardless of what you did while you were alive, whether you killed somebody or whether you're the best person in the world, that all you have to do is ask for forgiveness, whether you killed somebody or not, and you're going to heaven. How many people think could go out there and actually start killing people?
Well, if you believe in the Bible, we do know it for a fact.
True.
If you believe in God, then we do know that for a fact. But if you don't, then that's where we have the issues.
Right.
I mean,
Everybody's belief is different, and everybody's belief is okay. Just because I believe something doesn't mean that everybody has to.
don't you want to, know that these people, that your family members and your friends and your loved ones are okay on the other side? I mean, you don't want to know?
No.
I know some of the people at home, and me especially, I want to know, I want confirmation, hard proof confirmation that my loved ones are in a better place, they're not suffering anymore, and they're okay. This whole thing started with trying to think about the paranormal and investigate the paranormal. I'm looking for something for myself.
Did you have somebody that passed away you trying to get in contact with? I'm just asking.
I did.
When you decide to try to get in contact with them, please don't call me.
No, I did. I had someone, and I really want to know.
You just want to know what it's like.
I want to know, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you hurting anymore? My grandmother's passing was so quick.
Yeah.
And I really want to know, are you still looking out after me?
Of course she is.
Do you still love me? Are you proud of me?
Of course she is.
I want to know, and it's and that's kind of why I've done this whole paranormal thing. Where are you? Are you in a better place? Are you?
But the thing is, that answer, it's just we were at a house where a spirit was in contact with us, but no words came out to say, hey,
right, but
I'm here, and the thing is, no matter what.
And it's so hard to, let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me ask you.
And it's so hard to let him go, and it's just, I want to know that they're okay. That's all I want to know is that they're okay.
They can't walk up to you and say, Tam, it's okay, I'm okay.
I know, but I'm so hard-headed, that's what I want.
That's what we all want.
They absolutely can. And you just have to believe in them, that's all.
And Tam, you gotta...
Do we just die, and are we just put in a box? Are we burnt in a and there's nothing else?
That's what we don't know.
I mean,
and that's what we'll...
I guess I just really want to see her again.
Tam, I have to totally believe that when you go, when you reach that other side, wherever it is, whatever it is, those who loved you the most are going to be there waiting on you. Your folks ain't going to be waiting for her.
No, they might be, because we love, they would love her, so they might be waiting on her.
They are waiting for me.
It's going to be different for everybody.
Yeah, it's just a really hard, for a lot of people.
Yeah,
For me,
it's
it's to believe in spirits and then to go and see them and to think, oh, maybe that's my grandmother, or maybe one day, you know, I was like, if I investigate this enough, one day I'll get an answer.
Is there somebody in this room that would like to speak with us or communicate with us?
Is that you?
No.
Is this really happening right now?
And the cadence good?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the crazy.
So you know how it works. 1 for no, 2 for yes, 3 for I don't know. A little while ago, Kenny and I were standing back there in the back steps, and we heard some music, and we heard what sounded like a female talking to somebody. It almost sounded like she was kind of giving instructions. Is there another female in the house other than what's in this room? It was like he's paranoid.
Oh, he's high. Oh, God, he's crying. He's so sick.
Do you know who she is? Is she familiar to you? You're not making any sense. I'm telling you, there's something in them freaking stairs. There's somebody down here in this back stairs. Is it this woman that's down there by the stairs? Well, go look. Please.
What was that all about?
Do you not know her? Do you know her? Well, he's so paranoid for her.
He usually won't let me get a word in edgewise.
Well, he's pretty damn serious tonight.
Do you believe this is a serious situation?
Why are you so afraid?
Feels like it, and I can hear it. You know, something's up. That was downstairs.
Will you talk to me? Please?
Is she from your time period?
Is the back door locked?
No. We've got to go figure out what that noise is.
Are we safe here?
Man, I don't know what's going on with you. It's like a little different. Something's up.
Besides us at this table, Tracy and you, is there anyone else up here?
out.
Tam Time Season 1 is actually over. We've met some extraordinary people and we did some extraordinary things. But, my lovelies, set your clocks for Season 2 of Tam Time. Bye for now.